I am not an expert, but I am pretty damn good at what I do, if I may say so myself. What's up, y'all? My name is D'Angelo. Some people call me D. Some people call me Mac. Some people say D-Mac. Some people say that weird guy who talks to himself. Whatever you call me, I hope you're watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and share so you can put some money in my pocket so I can be financially free. You feel me? Watch this video before you go to the studio. What is this Stephen Curry looking at and talking about? Alright, check it out. I just went to the studio a couple days ago. And every time I go to the studio, I like to try to learn something. And the thing that I learned from my studio session, I'll actually share what the producer told me. E producer, E the engineer, my dog, shout out to you. He told me, bro, because we were recording one of my songs, and I was like, yo, I'm doing the take how I want it to sound in my head, but when I'm hearing it back on the speaker, it's something wrong. It's not hitting how it's supposed to hit. And he just broke it down for me. I like this analogy. So I'm going to credit him. I ain't going to just take it like I came up with it. But he said, bro, music is like a drawing. Now I'm going to paraphrase it because I'm taking it and trying to make it better. But he said, bro, music is like a drawing. You start off with the sketch. You know, then you come back around next time. You fill in. You erase some lines, create some harder lines, you know, do some shading. Then you come around the third time and finish it. And then even when you finish it, it's not done because then if you want, you got to color it. So going to the studio, booking an hour session, 2 hour session, even a 3 hour session, and expecting to get a mass amount of work done is not realistic. Unless you want your music to sound like it's raw and just came out of a trash can. I get it. You don't want the computerized, everything so polished and perfect. You want the rugged sound system coming out when people listen to you. I get it. However, not every song can be complimented with that type of attitude. So understand, before you go to the studio, you are creating something. When you bake a cake, you can have all of the ingredients right. You can have, okay, I got the right amount of measurements for the sugar, the flour, the eggs. You can have all of the measurements and ingredients right. But you're still going to have to put it in the oven and wait. And during that waiting process is the time where the finishing touches is starting to get created and put on. Obviously the icing on the cake, but that icing ain't going on that cake if it ain't made right in the oven. And that's just became painfully obvious to me. I've always had the mindset, I'm gonna go to the studio, I'm gonna knock this out in one take. Pride myself on that. Do it in one take. I'm gonna have the bars memorized, everything. But the song wouldn't sound perfect. It wouldn't sound like how it would sound in my head because it didn't have the time put into it that it required for that. And to be honest with you, 3 hour session ain't enough. Like, sometimes, yeah, you got a unicorn who can go into the studio, knock out their session like nothing ever happened. I mean, like, bam. Just super fast. Everything be perfect. They got their vocal chain right. Whatever. Me? I'm not a singer, primarily. I can carry a tune. I'm very aware of that, but I ain't no singer. If I was, I'd be a problem. But I just carry a tune. So with knowing that, it takes me multiple takes to say something exactly the way I want it to be said. And it can be very frustrating when you know you have a time limit and you put money into something and you have a time limit and you have to hurry up and get it done, but you can't just get it done. You have to get it done in a quality manner. Those jitters and that anxious and that anxiousness is gonna hinder your performance when you in the studio. Heart beating a little faster, hands a little sweaty, breathing not as steady. All of these things contribute to how well you perform in the studio. So don't just, oh man, I got a 2-hour session, I'm about to go in and record a whole album, bro, it's gonna be fire. It's not. Anything you rush is gonna sound like it's rushed. And I'm gonna be honest with you, 90% of the songs that I have sound rushed because I've been applying this formula of, oh, I have this deadline, I have this time frame. Oh, I have to drop this project by this date. If I don't, I'm a failure. Listen, there is no expiration date on your art. Create because you love to do it. Don't put a time frame on your art. Don't believe people when they say, oh, you're approaching 30, you're still rapping. You're approaching 40, you're still rapping. You're approaching 50, you're still rapping. Yeah, I rhyme words. I like literature. It's what I do. There's so much to talk about. How can't I rap? I like music. And on top of that, lyrics isn't the only place you want to stop at if you really love music. Like, I really want to learn the saxophone. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. I hop out there with the saxophone, I'm gonna be a problem. But look, regardless of that, fame, money, all of that stupid stuff, with or without it, you gotta love it if you're gonna do it. Or you'll just, maybe making music is just transactional and fun for you. Maybe it's not your passion. Maybe you want to go to the studio, spend 2 hours, laugh around, be goofy, come out with something that's dry mixed and don't sound that well, not radio quality, and you, oh yeah, I'm fine, we'll play this and send it on my friends. Maybe that's what you want. If you want to actually bring to life what you hear in your head, it takes time and it takes patience. So, like I said, I am not an expert. I'm just good at what I do, if I may say so myself. With that being said, this is my first YouTube video, so I'm just kicking some shit. Anybody out there who has dreams of, being a mogul, a hip-hop superstar, the next whoever you insert role model, keep at it. But always keep in mind, you might get what you ask for. And with that, I'm going to lead into my why I make music.